came so close, it seems. Hi, David.
Yeah, hey, Eric. Hey, Molly. We're told the suspect's name is Ryan Wesley Routh, Routh. Not much more known about him at this time, except that he's the suspect currently in custody right now. Palm Beach Sheriff's Office says that he was taken into custody by the Martin County Sheriff's Office, just the county north of Palm Beach, was taken into custody after escaping the scene in his black SUV. According to the sheriff in Palm Beach, he did not make any sort of initial statement when he was taken into custody. They're expected to be releasing more details, a mugshot, whatnot later, but we're continuing to dig into who he is, who Ryan Routh is, where he's from, his background. We're seeing a little bit online. We want to be careful and make sure we have all of the information correct before we present it to our loyal viewers. But we can tell you right now that his name is Ryan Wesley Routh. Eric, Molly.
And we want to be careful with the information because we want to get it from authorities and not go into speculation. Any sense, though, from what you've been able to determine, what could have potentially been a motive yet? Or is it much too early, David, in terms of politics, in terms of background, the fact that the gunman allegedly had a GoPro to potentially shoot and film and video what he was going to do and put it on social media? What allegedly motivated this potential assassin?
Well, I'm going to be honest, we don't know at this time.
As I'm sure you guys have heard by now, it has been officially confirmed that there was a second attempt on Donald Trump's life today in West Palm Beach, Florida, as he was golfing. Now, originally, some mainstream news outlets were lying. They were bold-faced lying and reporting that this was a totally unrelated incident, that two people were fighting and exchanging fire somewhere around Donald Trump's golf course. That was a blatant lie, and they knew it, because it has now been confirmed by local law enforcement, the Secret Service, the CIA, the FBI, the Department of Homeland Security, and more. It has been officially confirmed that this indeed was yet another attempt on Donald Trump's life. Now, luckily, they caught the suspect and he is alive, but I'm sure they are wiping the internet. They are scrubbing his social medias as we speak. And let me just say this. Isn't it weird that the ABC moderators did a better job of protecting Kamala Harris than the Secret Service is doing at protecting Donald Trump? And because the mainstream media was originally spinning lies about this story, leftists are on social media right now going absolutely insane. They're saying some wicked, evil type stuff. Here's one of the comments I got on one of my posts. By the way, if you're not on X or if you haven't followed me over there, create an account and go follow me. Join the conversation. We cannot allow radical weirdos like the one you just saw to dominate the conversations on social media. We have to have our voices heard at the public town squares as well. But as of right now, there's still very little information out there, but there was a small press conference, and I want you all to listen to the details that they revealed at this press conference, although I don't think we'll ever get the full truth about what actually happened and about who's behind what actually happened. But let's watch this press conference real quick, gather some tidbits of information, and then I'll be right back with more thoughts.
And keep them to the information that you heard. Don't get into what ifs, and because of this, we're not going to go there, all right? So keep that in mind, and we'll be good. So here we go. All right, 1:30 this afternoon. Call came out, shots fired. That was called in by the Secret Service. Because we're in constant contact with them all the time, we were notified of that, and we had units here that immediately sealed off the area. Fortunately, we were able to locate a witness that came to us and said, hey, I saw the guy running out of the bushes. He jumped into a black Nissan, and I took a picture of the vehicle and the tank, which was great. So we had that information. Our real-time crime center put it out to the license plate readers. And we were able to get a hit on that vehicle on I-95 as it was headed into Martin County. We got a hold of Martin County Sheriff's Office, alerted them, and they spotted the vehicle and pulled it over and detained the guy. After that, we took the the witness that witnessed the incident, flew him up there, and he identified as the person that he saw running out of the bushes and jumped into the car. Now, in the bushes where this guy was is a AK-47 style rifle with a scope, 2 backpacks which were hung on the fence that had a ceramic tile in them, and a GoPro, which he was going to take pictures of. So those are being processed right now. The Secret Service agent that was on the course did a fantastic job. What they do is they have an agent that jumps 1 hole ahead of time to where the president was at. And he was able to spot this rifle barrel, stick it out of the fence, and immediately engage that individual, at which time the individual took off. So that's what we know about the investigation. We have somebody in custody right now that is a potential suspect. We got a little bit more work to do on it, but as we usually do, as soon as we decide that we're going to book him into the county jail and the charges that he's going to be booked into, we'll get those to you, and we'll get a picture of him, and we'll get you his background. So now I'm going to turn it over to the representative of the Secret Service, and he's going to make a brief statement.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I first want to thank all of our law enforcement partners, to include the Palm Beach Sheriff's Office and the Martin County Sheriff's Office, for their involvement today. Former President Donald Trump is safe and unharmed following a protective incident shortly before 2 p.m. on Sunday at Trump International Golf Club at West Palm Beach. The U.S. Secret Service personnel opened fire on a gunman located near the property line, and this matter is under investigation. I'll turn it over to my partners over at the FBI.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jeffrey Veltri. I'm the special agent in charge of the FBI's Miami field office. The FBI has assumed the role as the lead federal law enforcement agency in the investigation of the incident that occurred earlier today at Trump International Golf Course here in West Palm Beach, Florida. We've deployed a number of resources, including investigative teams, crisis response team members, bomb technicians, and evidence response team members as well. What we need right now is for the public to avoid the area around the golf course. We will continue to support this investigation with the full resources of the FBI, alongside our partners with the United States Secret Service and the Palm Beach Sheriff's Office, as well as Martin County Sheriff's Office and state and local law enforcement. I would ask that if anyone has any information that may assist with this investigation, to contact our tip line at 1-800-CALL-FBI or at tips, that's TIPS, .FBI.gov. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Dave Ehrenberg, State Attorney for Palm Beach County. I want to thank Sheriff Bradshaw and our partners at the local, state, and federal levels. I'm here because our prosecutors are currently working up warrants and a motion for pretrial detention for the suspect. In that way, he will be kept in custody. But our filing of these warrants and charges at the state level does not preclude federal charges that could be coming. But in the meantime, it looks like the warrants and the pretrial detention motion will happen first. And again, I want to thank the cooperation we've had with our federal partners and at the local level. And thank you all for being here today.
Okay, we're going to make these pictures available to you. It'll show you a picture of the backpack and the rifle. And there's also a GoPro on the fence there where he was intent on filming what was going on. Even though we're going to have to secure a couple of areas around the golf course here, the public doesn't need to panic. We know that we got a post office, a library, and a school down the street, so we'll make it convenient for you to get to all the places you need to go, get your kids to school, get them over here to the post office or wherever else you need to go. It's safe, there's no more danger here, and we'll make it very convenient for you. So having said that, we're going to take a very limited amount of questions, and you can direct them to who you want to answer the question.
Sure. Did this individual make any statements as he was being detained?
No statement right now as far as his involvement in the incident, and there's further investigation to be completed.
What was his demeanor like?
Yeah, I'm not sure if the first gentleman answered. I misunderstood. I understand. So there was a rifle. So one of your agents saw on the golf course saw a rifle pointing to a fence with a chain link. Okay, so he saw that, the agent?
That is correct, yes.
And the president, or former president, was on the course behind him. How close?
It was 1 or 2 holes behind. That because the bubble moves through the golf course, so our agents will get there first, clear it. He noticed that the rifle was pointed out. Our agents engaged. We are not sure right now if the individual was able to take a shot at our agents, but for sure our agents were able to engage with the subject. I don't know that.
Doesn't appear so.
How far away was the president? How far away was Donald Trump when this gentleman was caught and stopped?
Probably between 300 and 500 yards, but with a rifle and a scope like that, that's not a long distance.
For the Secret Service, how far was your agent from the would-be assailant?
That I'm not sure right now. We're still looking into that.
Reports are that 4 rounds of ammunition were fired. Were all 4 of those from your agent?
That is correct. 4 to 6. We're not sure yet.
Was there a long distance? Explain why.
Yes.
And
Yes, ma'am.
WPF25, I was wondering what how this was able to happen, and for future reference, is there any security in the golf course?
I didn't hear about that. Say that one more time and talk up a little bit.
So how was this able to happen, and for future reference, is there any security in the golf course?
Well, you got to understand the golf course is surrounded by shrubbery, so when somebody gets into the shrubbery, they're pretty much out of sight. All right, and at this level that he is at right now, he's not the city president. If he was, we would have had this entire golf course around him. Well, because he's not, the security is limited to the areas that the Secret Service deems possible. So I would imagine that the next time he comes to the golf course, there'll probably be a little bit more people around the perimeter. But the Secret Service did exactly what they should have done. They provided exactly what the protection should have been, and their agent did a fantastic job.
Which direction was the shrubbery? What, north, south? guess east, west, or south of the road?
The layout of the golf course, you got 3 holes, 5, 6, and 7. Right? One of them runs parallel to Summit Boulevard. One of them runs parallel to Congress. And he was in an area in the shrubbery where he could see both holes. So the president was another hole back, which means he's about between 400 and 500 yards away.
So he's on the golf course?
Oh, he's on the golf course, yeah, but he's back a ways.
For the Secret Service, have you guys changed at all the way that you guys are protecting former President Donald Trump? This is now potential second attempt on him. Can you just elaborate on how things have changed and what you make of all this?
Yes, the threat level is high. We have increased the amount of assets that we've supported, so we live in danger times. So yes.
We're done with questions right now. There's really nothing more for us to add. I just want to tell you, the Secret Service and the FBI and the State Attorney's Office have been fantastic to work with. And I can tell you right now, our agency with this real-time crime center was fabulous. That's how we got the guy. We started out with, we don't know anything, to where we had a tag, we had a vehicle description, and we got an area where we saw the person. So be proud of your law enforcement. All right, thanks, folks. We'll get back to you.
Where on 95 was it?
Yeah, she'll get the photos to you.
So here are some of the photos that law enforcement released. I'm hoping they allow me to show these photos on this platform. But as you can see, there's the pew that the guy had stashed in the bushes by the fence, along with, I believe, a backpack. And I think there's a possibility that he maybe had some type of makeshift body armor. Don't quote me on that. But looking at or hearing about some of the materials he had, it makes me think that maybe he had something along those lines. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. Also, there's a photo, an alleged photo of the suspect being arrested. As I said, I'm sure they're trying to scrub his accounts as we speak. I don't believe, I don't think we can believe a lot of the info we're going to get out of this. The FBI has announced that they are officially going to be investigating this, but this is the same FBI that raided Mar-a-Lago. So it's like, I don't mean to laugh. It's kind of a nervous laugh because here we are, we have another crazy situation and we got to rely on the FBI to do the investigation. The same FBI that just raided Mar-a-Lago. Hey, but I mean, here we are again. It's only been a couple of months since we all came here to talk about the other attempt on Donald Trump's life. In fact, that's the original reason why I even made this YouTube channel. After the attempt on Donald Trump's life, I was like, you know what? I got to start using my platform to speak out about stuff like this. So I made this channel, and here we are a couple of months later, and now we're here again talking about yet another attempt on Donald Trump's life. Where do we go from here, folks? I wish I could say that no one saw this coming, that we're all surprised to be here talking about this right now, but we're not. I told you all from the beginning, oh, this is going to happen again. And it's almost like people have forgotten about the first attempt. They've kind of memory holed that. And here we are. I thought I was going to have a peaceful football Sunday. Now that's been blown to high hell because we got another freaking wacko inspired by Kamala Harris and the mainstream media to try to kill Trump. But that's where we're at. I'll be gathering more details. Hopefully you all will be as well. Let me know your thoughts below. While you're down there, hit the thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'll be talking to you all very soon in the next video.